The security camera was installed after the third burglary. It faced a narrow street in northern Serbia, quiet, forgotten, and rarely used after midnight. At exactly 2:17 a.m., the footage changed. The street was empty. No cars, no people. Only the soft hum of a failing streetlight and a thin layer of fog drifting across the asphalt. Then she appeared. Not suddenly, not violently. She stepped into frame, as if she had always been there. A woman in a long, dark dress stood under the streetlight. Her back was straight, her head slightly tilted, and without music, without sound, she began to dance. Her movements were slow, controlled, deliberate, not joyful, not expressive, mechanical. The camera had no audio, but everyone who later watched the footage said the same thing. They felt a rhythm. She raised her arms, twisted her torso, and took 3 precise steps forward, then paused, as if waiting for something to respond. Across the street stood an old residential house, dark, abandoned. Its owner had died 3 days earlier. The woman turned toward it, and she bowed, not in respect, not in grief, but like a performer acknowledging an unseen audience. The streetlight flickered once, and the video cut to static. Milan Petrović did not believe in ghosts. He believed in bad wiring, cheap cameras, and overactive imaginations. The night after the footage surfaced, he stayed awake. At 2:14 a.m., he stood behind the thin curtains of his apartment, staring down at the same street. Nothing happened. The street was empty, silent, normal. Then the streetlight flickered. At 2:17 a.m., she was there, not emerging from anywhere, not walking into view. She simply existed beneath the light. Milan's breath slowed. His fingers tightened around the curtain. She began the same dance. 3 steps forward, a slow turn of the shoulders, arms lifting as if pulled by invisible strings. Milan felt something crawl under his skin, because she was not facing the abandoned house tonight. She was facing his window. He stepped back. The floorboard creaked. The woman stopped dancing. For the first time, her head moved sharply upward. She was looking directly at him. Milan dropped the curtain and stumbled back, his heart pounding hard enough to make his vision blur. When he forced himself to look again, the street was empty. No woman, no movement, only the streetlight, perfectly still. The next morning, Milan noticed something strange. On his kitchen floor, directly beneath the window, 3 dusty footprints. Milan did not report the footprints. He cleaned them. By morning, the fear had softened into doubt. Dust could come from anywhere. Old buildings breathed strange things. That was what he told himself. But the dance stayed with him. He replayed the footage again and again, pausing at every movement. 3 steps forward, a pause, a slow turn, arms raised, a bow. Later that afternoon, the news reported a fatal accident. construction worker, had fallen from a scaffold 3 steps from the edge. Witnesses said he paused, turned to speak to someone, raised his arms to regain balance, and fell. Milan felt his stomach tighten. That night, Kovač arrived at the street. She had seen the video online and dismissed it as performance art. Still, she brought her phone, just in case. At 2:17 a.m., the woman appeared again. Anna pressed record. This time, the dance was different. 1 step back, 2 to the side. A sudden, violent twist of the body. Anna lowered the phone, because across the intersection, a car sped toward the corner too fast. The woman's shadow stretched unnaturally long, and when the car slammed into the wall, the dancer stopped, exactly on the final beat. Inspector Luka Marković hated coincidences. They made cases messy. 3 deaths in 1 week, all within 2 blocks, all captured indirectly by the same silent woman on camera. He pinned photographs to the board. Accident scenes, body positions, broken limbs. Then he paused. The positions were familiar. 1 arm raised, torso twisted, head angled unnaturally to the side. The same posture. The dance. That night, Luka went to the street himself. No cameras, no patrol car, just him and the cold. At 2:17 a.m., she appeared closer than before, under a different streetlight. Her movements were sharper now, faster, almost urgent. She repeated 1 motion again and again, pointing downward. Luka followed her gaze. A loose manhole cover trembled as a bus approached. Luka ran. He dragged the cover aside seconds before the bus passed. The woman froze. For the first time, her dance broke. Her arms dropped. Her posture collapsed, and something like disappointment crossed her face. She turned away from Luka and danced again, slower, heavier, as if the night itself had gone wrong. By the 5th night, the street was no longer empty. People came with phones, tripods, flashlights. They whispered, they waited. No one believed the stories anymore. They wanted proof. At 2:17 a.m., the streetlight flickered, but the woman did not appear. Murmurs spread, disappointment, laughter. Then Anna felt it, a pressure in the air, like a held breath. She turned slowly. The woman was standing behind the crowd, not dancing, watching. Her face was clearer now, pale, expressionless, her eyes hollow, as if they reflected nothing at all. Anna raised her phone. The woman began to dance again, but this time, every movement was wrong, unbalanced, broken, as if the steps no longer fit the world. People around Anna continued talking, unaware, because they couldn't see her. Only Anna could. The woman stepped closer, her shadow crawling across the ground, wrapping around Anna's feet. The dance ended inches away. The woman leaned forward and whispered something without sound. At 2:18 a.m., the streetlights went out. When they came back on, the crowd was screaming. Anna was gone. In her place, dusty footprints, 3 steps forward, a pause, a slow turn, and the woman was finally dancing alone again.